Oscorp Industries is proud to announce the world's first electromagnetic power grid.
In the world of the Marvel Universe, where power and greed mingle like a wicked dance, few corporations carry the essence of evil, such as Oscorp. Nestled in the heart of New York City, this company has become a symbol of corporate corruption. Oscorp's reach extends far beyond its skyscrapers, penetrating every aspect of society with its influence. Brainchild of Norman Osborn, Oscorp initially appeared as a beacon of scientific innovation, promising to push the boundaries of human achievement. However, beneath the innocent face lie some dark secrets, unethical experiments, and deadly technologies. From genetically enhanced super soldiers to monstrous creatures born out of twisted science, Oscorp's creations have wreaked havoc on both heroes and civilians alike. In this video, we shall explore the tangled relationships between the nefarious corporation and its evil creations. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Osborn Corporation, the Genesis. Norman, armed with his knowledge of chemistry, electrical engineering, and business administration, crafted Oscorp into a multinational company that promised innovation and progress. But within the walls of Oscorp, experiments conducted were driven by the desire for power and control. Dr. Mendel Stromm, once a partner to Osborn, ran a research that birthed the infamous Goblin formula. This serum, designed to enhance performance, proved to be a failure, leading to Norman Osborn's demise and leaving his son Harry to inherit the throne. Amid rumors of hidden experiments behind locked basement chambers, Oscorp was full of secrets. Whispers of Harry Osborn's disappearance and speculation of his involvement as an Oscorp guinea pig only deepened the mystery. As the organization evolved and merged with other entities, such as Allen Chemical and Horizon Labs, Oscorp transformed into Alchemax, continuing its relentless pursuit of dominance. The legacy of Norman Osborn thrived with this merger. Oscorp's influence reached far beyond mere corporate dominance, shaping a hellish future where Alchemax controlled every aspect of daily life. Sinister players of Oscorp's dark legacy. A company is only as good as its building blocks. Oscorp's building blocks, aka its members, shape its destiny with their actions and alliances. Let's delve into the lives of some of the key players. Norman Osborn, the founder and leader of Oscorp, stands as a figure whose thirst for power knows no bounds. A man of brilliance and cunning, Norman's expertise and knowledge made Oscorp successful. However, his unquenchable thirst for control led him down a dark path, resulting in his transformation into the Green Goblin, and the rest is history. Harry Osborn, Norman's son and the heir to the Oscorp throne, reluctantly assumes leadership after his father's demise. Haunted by his family's legacy and burdened by the weight of the corporation, Harry struggles to find his own path while navigating the world of Oscorp. Later in a turn of events, when Harry learns Spider-Man's identity, he takes on his father's legacy and turns Green Goblin in himself. What happens next needs a video of its own. Dr. Mendel Stromm, a former partner of Norman Osborn, played a primary role in Oscorp's early years. As previously discussed, his research on enhancing strength through chemical experimentation laid the groundwork for the ill-fated Goblin formula. Stromm's betrayal and subsequent imprisonment set the stage for a deadly vendetta against Osborn, ultimately leading to his death. Dr. Kirk Connors, a brilliant geneticist at Oscorp and a mentor to Peter Parker, wanted to use the corporation's resources in search of regrowing his missing arm. In desperation, Connors succumbed to the temptations of experimentation. He injected an untested serum that was meant to cure Norman Osborn. Eventually, this led to transforming himself into a humanoid lizard. Ultimately, he was cured by Spider-Man after an intense battle. Donald Menken, a blind devotee of Norman, Menken was honestly his henchman in a tie, and his personal assistant too. Norman's wish was Menken's command. This helped him on his way up the ranks in Oscorp. After his boss's apparent death on the Brooklyn Bridge, he further went up the ranks to become an executive. It's very likely that he was fully aware of Norman's fake death. He further went on to play the role of Norman's right-hand man within his cult. These are just a few of the significant individuals in Oscorp. Some made the Corp what it is, and some more unfortunate ones faced its brunt. Oscorp's terrifying experiments. Norman Osborn, the man behind the Green Goblin's mask, emerged from a meandering past that shaped his descent into darkness. He He displayed exceptional intelligence from a young age, surpassing his peers and skipping grades in school. However, his personal life was marred by the abuse he witnessed his mother endure at the hands of his father, Ambrose Osborn, a failed businessman and inventor. Seeking solace in academia, Norman excelled in his studies and became the youngest graduate of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, at the age of 18. Fueled by his academic achievements, he founded Oscorp Technologies, a company that would become his life's work. However, Oscorp took a complete U-turn on its "let's change the world" spirit and got engaged in more notorious tech development. Let's go through some of the most popular ones. The Green Goblin. Oscorp's most infamous creation was born. A monstrous invention took shape, forever altering the course of Spider-Man's life. Once the wealthy industrialist and the founder of Oscorp Technologies, Norman Osborn's descent into madness was fueled by the experimental Goblin Serum. This transformative substance not only granted him enhanced physical capabilities, but also fractured his psyche, giving rise to the alter ego known as the Green Goblin. When transformed, Norman Osborn's insidious agenda revolved around sowing chaos and destruction, particularly targeting his arch-nemesis, Spider-Man, and all those close to him. The Goblin Armor, a product of Norman Osborn's experimental genius, emerged as an intimidating creation. Initially designed as a battle suit for the armed forces at Oscorp, it underwent modifications to align with Osborn's personal specifications, resulting in a goblin-themed aesthetic. The Green Goblin's costume included chainmail within the tunic, enhancing his defenses against powerful impacts during ferocious encounters with Spider-Man. Among the arsenal integrated into the Goblin costume, the gloves were equipped with remarkable finger blasters. These versatile weapons could discharge either electrifying bolts or unleash blinding flashes, further amplifying the Green Goblin's offensive capabilities. In addition to these formidable attributes, the Goblin costume featured boots fitted with miniature jets, granting the wearer the ability to hover. While this hovering capability existed, the primary mode of transportation for the Green Goblin was his iconic glider, a soaring surfboard that added an extra layer of mobility and menace to his presence. Rhino Armor. In the reality known as Earth 26496, driven by their desire to eliminate Spider-Man, Oscorp's mastermind employed Alex O'Hearn as a hapless guinea pig. O'Hearn became the subject of one of Oscorp's illicit ventures, where he underwent a transformative process. Dr. Otto Octavius, with his genius mind, crafted a revolutionary, super tough titanium resin armor that was modeled after a rhinoceros. Encased in this exoskeleton, O'Hearn adopted the title the Rhino. His suit boasted impenetrable resilience, similar to rhinoceros hide, shielding his entire body while leaving his face exposed. This armor featured a pair of horns capable of piercing through a thick plate of steel. Shifting our attention to Earth 120703, another iteration of the Rhino emerges. Alexei Sitsevich, a recipient of Oscorp's dubious generosity, found himself donning a mechanical suit of powered armor inspired by a rhinoceros. This rhinoceros-themed suit, engineered by Oscorp, showcased a range of heavy machine guns and missile launchers. Vulture Wings. In the world known as Earth 1048, Vulture's pursuit of power led to an unexpected consequence. Over time, the batteries powering his wings inflicted him with spinal cancer, a high price for his soaring abilities. However, when Dr. Octopus stepped in and upgraded Vulture's suit, rectifying the fatal flaw that had plagued him, equipped with his rejuvenated wings, Vulture possessed the capability to launch knife-like projectiles with deadly precision. Additionally, these mechanical wings granted him the power of flight, soaring through the skies at breathtaking speeds of up to 95 miles per hour. Dr. Octopus, with a scientific genius like Dr. Otto Octavius at Oscorp's disposal, innovation knows no bounds. Driven by the need to manipulate radioactive materials safely, Otto constructed a remarkable chest harness that controlled 4 mechanical arms resembling tentacles, hence earning him the name Dr. Octopus. However, fate took a twist when a freak accident unfolded within the confines of Otto's laboratory. Volatile liquids erupted, resulting in a catastrophic explosion that bombarded the scientist with radiation. This unforeseen event bestowed upon him an extraordinary gift, the power to mentally control the 4 mechanical arms. Nevertheless, the incident also inflicted brain damage upon Otto, triggering a sinister transformation within his psyche. Once a respected scientist, Dr. Otto Octavius now succumbed to megalomania, embracing his newfound superhuman abilities for nefarious purposes.
Not this time. Is that all you got? Come on!
Max Dillon, aka Electro. Dillon's life took an irreversible turn on his birthday, when he found himself compelled to stay back at Oscorp Tower to fix a loose electrical cable. While working on the cable, he suffered a jolting accident, plunging him into a vat housing electric eels. The eels mutated his body, transforming him into a translucent, living form of electricity. Confused and consumed by anger, Max, now possessing this electrified nature, ventured to Times Square. However, his appearance startled the police, who mistook him for a monstrous entity and attacked him. Pushed to the edge, Max unleashed his newfound powers upon the officers, retaliating with devastating force. Just as chaos ensued, Spider-Man intervened, preventing Max, now dubbed Electro, from causing further harm. The authorities promptly apprehended him, confining him to the Ravencroft Institute. Within the walls of Ravencroft, Electro became subjected to excruciating experiments orchestrated by Oscorp Industries. However, his fate would soon bump with that of Harry Osborn, who orchestrated his escape from Ravenscroft. Osborn sought Electro's assistance in infiltrating Oscorp, luring him with the promise of freedom. Recognizing Osborn's acknowledgement of his power and the request for his aid, Max agreed to collaborate. Together, they orchestrated a plan to trap Spider-Man, with Electro seizing control of the city's power grid. With this gripping turn of events, the stage was set for a high-stakes showdown between Electro and the web-slinging hero. The city teetered on the edge as Max, consumed by anger and retribution, played a pivotal role in the ensuing conflict, leaving readers captivated by the unfolding battle for power and redemption. From Alistair Smythe to Ultimate Slayer. Alistair's story begins as the son of Spencer Smythe, who is the mind behind the Spider Slayer, robotic creations designed to capture or eliminate Spider-Man, which eventually results in the demise of Spencer. Inspired by his father's legacy, Alistair follows a similar path and becomes a prominent engineer at Oscorp. However, fate takes a dark turn for Alistair Smythe in some iterations of the Marvel Universe. Whether through a disaster or a tragic accident resulting in paralysis, Alistair finds himself facing immense physical limitations. Desperate to regain his mobility, and fueled by a burning desire for revenge against Spider-Man, Smythe turns to his technological expertise and embarks on a transformative journey, ultimately becoming the Ultimate Slayer. The process of becoming the Ultimate Slayer involves Alistair integrating cybernetic enhancements into his own body. Through intrusive surgical procedures and advanced mechanical components, his paralyzed limbs and organs are replaced, effectively restoring his mobility. These cybernetic upgrades not only grant him the ability to move again, but also enhance his physical attributes, making him a threatening adversary. As the Ultimate Slayer, Alistair Smythe becomes an unstoppable hunter, relentlessly pursuing Spider-Man with his newfound strength, agility, and weaponry. He harnesses his extensive knowledge of robotics to pilot powerful and highly advanced Spider Slayer robots, either remotely or even from within his own cybernetic body. This deadly combination of cybernetic enhancements and technological advancement makes Alistair a major threat to Spider-Man and those who stand in his way. It's important to note that the specific details of Alistair Smythe's transformation into the Ultimate Slayer can vary across different iterations and storylines within the Marvel Universe. However, the common thread that runs through his character is his unyielding thirst for vengeance and his unmatched scientific expertise, which ultimately led him to modify himself into a technologically enhanced version known as the Ultimate Slayer. Corruption and chaos of Oscorp in every form of media. Spider-Man the Animated Series brings Oscorp to life as the influential corporation. Norman, seeking to eradicate Spider-Man, enlists the brilliant scientist Spencer Smythe to create the deadly Spider Slayer. For this innovation, Spencer was promised a hover chair for his paralyzed son. This unholy alliance sets off a chain of events, culminating in a massive fire that engulfs the Oscorp plant. Amidst the chaos, Norman's infamous quote to Spencer, "Remember our deal. No spider splat, no hover chair, showcases the dark bargain struck within the walls of Oscorp. Oscorp's presence in the Spider-Man the New Animated Series adds another layer of intrigue and danger to the show's storyline. The episodes Heroes and Villains, Law of the Jungle, and When Sparks Fly showcase Oscorp's continued involvement in unethical practices and scientific experimentation. In Heroes and Villains, Oscorp's board of directors manipulates Empire State University to demolish Villeroy Towers, illustrating the corporation's disregard for the welfare of ordinary citizens. This act sets the stage for the introduction of Turbojet, a justice seeker trying to protect the innocent from Oscorp's destructive influence. It highlights the corporation's ability to influence and exploit other institutions for its own gain. The episode Law of the Jungle delves into the dark consequences of Oscorp's experiments, particularly involving Curt Connors. It's revealed that Connors lost his arm due to testing the dangerous weapons, and thus he attempted to sue Oscorp for his suffering. However, the corporation's power and influence enable it to evade accountability, leaving Connors consumed by bitterness and seeking revenge. This storyline emphasizes devastating effects of Oscorp's scientific endeavors. When Sparks Fly showcases Oscorp's role in the return of supervillain Electro. Spider-Man utilizes an Oscorp high-voltage storage container to subdue Electro, illustrating the company's involvement in creating and containing dangerous individuals with immense power. It highlights the corporation's responsibility for the chaos and destruction caused by its own creations. The Spectacular Spider-Man presents Oscorp as a central player in the story, with Norman Osborn's transformation into the Green Goblin serving as a driving force behind the plot. The series skillfully portrays the consequences of unchecked corporate power, while delivering thrilling action sequences and thought-provoking character arcs. Ultimate Spider-Man's iteration of Oscorp delves into the ambitious collaboration between Norman Osborn and the brilliant Dr. Otto Octavius. Oscorp becomes the breeding ground for secret experiments as they seek to capture Spider-Man and extract his DNA to create super soldiers. In this twisted tale, Oscorp serves as a hub of conspiracy, where the notorious Venom symbiote is born. Oscorp plays a significant role in Marvel's Spider-Man, where it's portrayed as a prominent corporation with a range of intriguing elements. In this adaptation, Oscorp becomes entangled in a gripping storyline that involves a containment breach within its facility, leading to unforeseen consequences. During the containment breach, a group of experimental spiders, which Oscorp had been working on, are accidentally released, with one of them finding its way to Peter Parker. This fateful encounter results in Peter being bitten by the spider, leading to his transformation into the iconic superhero Spider-Man. Oscorp's involvement in Peter's origin story adds a compelling twist to the traditional narrative and establishes a direct connection between the company and Spider-Man. The Marvel Cinematic Universe's The Amazing Spider-Man films provide a darker perspective on Oscorp. Norman Osborn, along with key figures like Rajit Radha and Donald Menken, exploits the vast resources of the corporation in pursuit of a cure for his terminal illness. Oscorp's involvement in illegal activities, including framing and eliminating Richard and Mary Parker and conducting inhumane experiments at the Ravencroft Institute, showcases the corporation's descent into corruption. They were also working on something called Spider Venom, which eventually resulted in the making of Spider-Man. Oscorp vs. Stark Industries. Oscorp and Stark Industries, while both prominent entities within their respected universes, operate in different sectors and thus don't pose a direct competition to one another. Stark Industries, under the leadership of Tony Stark, focuses primarily on advanced technology, research, and development. After Tony's decision to cease weapons production and sever ties with the United States Army, the company shifted its focus towards creating innovative solutions for various industries and engaging in philanthropic endeavors such as student fundraising and educational programs. On the other hand, Oscorp, led by Norman Osborn, is primarily a chemical company with applications in scientific breakthroughs. Their research and development efforts encompass a wide range of areas, often delving into more experimental and cutting-edge fields. While both companies possess technological aspects, Oscorp's main focus lies in chemical advancements, rather than the broader tech-based innovations pursued by Stark Industries. Due to these differences in core areas of expertise, Oscorp and Stark Industries do not directly impact each other's bottom line or generate a corporate rivalry. Tony's decision to halt weapons production further differentiates the two entities, as Oscorp's chemical and scientific pursuits don't pose a threat to Stark Industries' current activities. It's worth noting that while Oscorp and Stark Industries may not be direct competitors, their paths may intersect indirectly within the larger scope of their respective universes. Both companies inhabit a world filled with superheroes and supervillains, where their technologies and advancements may intertwine or contribute to the broader landscape of technological development. Nonetheless, in terms of business operations and market competition, Oscorp and Stark Industries occupy distinct niches, allowing them to coexist without significant impact on each other's operations or corporate interests. Conclusion. The story of Oscorp serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the dangers that lie within the unchecked pursuit of power and the manipulation of science. It emphasizes the importance of ethical responsibility and the need for oversight to prevent corporations from crossing moral boundaries. In the world of superheroes and villains, Oscorp stands as a symbol of the dark side of corporate influence, a reminder that even the most innovative and promising ventures can be corrupted by human greed. It serves as a constant reminder for heroes to remain vigilant and for society to demand accountability from those who hold immense power. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.